At 126, a rematch of last year's 118-pound national championship match between Barry Davis, ranked #1 and last year's champion, against Kevin Darkus, who finished second to him at 118 and is ranked 3rd this year. Davis has had the advantage in the past matches. He's won all 4 of them, and he's had the advantage on his feet, I think, Dave.
I think so. Davis is a very intensified wrestler. He keeps the pressure on. He's a good technician. He's strong, and of course, he's a very talented wrestler. Darkus, contrasting, is a leg wrestler. He's a mat wrestler. Sticks the legs in a lot. He's a good rider. He likewise is a very talented wrestler. Both boys have their own specialties.
Now you can hear lots of the people at mat side shouting out information. This is a big match, naturally.
Well, when you consider this was the national finals last year, there he is.
Darkus is in on the leg. Davis countering over the top.
Blocks the head off, pushes the head down, comes over the top, blocks off through the rear crotch, puts a lot of pressure. We could get a stalemate here. Neither boy wants to forfeit the position he's in order to improve himself, because he likewise could lose points.
Stalemate. Minute 43 to go, first period. As we said, it's been one on the feet in the past. Davis has been able to take Darkus down. Darkus has occasionally had reversals, but those takedowns make a lot of difference. Davis of Iowa.
The only good effort so far has been on that one by Iowa State, right?
He's only a junior. Cedar Rapids Prairie High School.
Yeah.
From a great high school team.
Darkus got in and almost got the leg in there for a trip, or excuse me, Davis, but off the edge of the mat.
Minute 13 to go. First period. There's the first, shall we say, downstairs reach by Davis. Davis has that double arm, that 2-on-1 tie up in the arm.
That's right. He's trying to control that arm, maybe get a single shot off of it.
Iowa State backed up. That's a call against Darkus. Warning. And Davis has the leg. What'll he do with it?
He's going to get the lift with it, perhaps. Maybe pivot, spin him to the mat. No points scored, still scrimmaging for the takedown. He gets a lift off of it. That's what he's attempting to do. Notice Darkus keeping the leg inside, warding him off. We won't get a stalemate position here, I don't believe.
So we have 25 seconds left. Question is, can Davis get that finishing move? He did.
Yeah, got the trip with it.
With 18 seconds to go in the period, it's now 2-0 Davis.
There you saw it right there. Got a nice little trip with that lift and that single and stuck it in. Put in a half Nelson to ward off any move on the part of the Darkus on the bottom.
And that's what he's been able to do in the past. That's been the difference. Now Darkus, who does quite well underneath.
Stands up with a whizzer hook. Faces off. There's his one.
He's willing to stand right in there and face off with him. Darkus is quite a strong youngster, and he likes the upper body if he can. It's 2-1 now at the end of the first period.
And there's no riding time to speak of for either competitor. 20 seconds for
11 seconds. There's some lights missing in that Darkus side, so he hasn't had any riding time yet.
Okay, I had 20 made out of that. That's why it's 0. I wonder why I said 20.
2-2. The 118-pound match was a draw between Thorne and Riley, if you just joined us.
Darkus staying in behind the arms, although he's got his head too far, and Davis stands up. He's trying to take that head with him. He'll probably face off and take the one. There it is.
3-1 Davis. Again, back on the feet again, where Darkus has to prove himself if he's to expect to win against this Iowa national champion. Minute 30. Darkus on the right in the red. Davis on the left in the black.
Davis caught Darkus's head down for a moment there. He's looking for an opening, but
Darkus has a little better position this time. He has him on his feet. Now let's look at these boys scrimmage against each other in this position. What will Davis do?
He's got the whizzer in there right now. But they're near the edge of the mat. Darkus has got to bring him in if he expects to score. Got to get him to the mat under control.
No finishing move yet. Now they're back near the edge again on the other side.
Davis is doing a super job of warding that off with that overhook. Block it off, get the leg inside, good balance. Darkus is trying to control that leg, take it to the outside where he can maybe get a lift with it. Maybe also a trip, but Darkus keeps it inside. Or
half a minute left.
That leg inside. Looks like we're going to maybe go off the edge.
And I believe that Davis has saved himself beautifully on the edge of the mat with 15 seconds to go.
Great job of counter wrestling. Good job. Darkus got in there deep. Looked like he was going to make it work.
That's why he's a national champion. 3-1. Just a few seconds to go. And there's the end of the period with Darkus Davis leading 3-1. Chuck Patton down at mat side. How do you see it?
Team score 2-2, but I'm not so sure it shouldn't be in favor of Iowa. I don't think Iowa really wrestled hard in that match. I think Raleigh kind of set back on it, waited till the end, and as a result ended up with a tie and should have won it.
We're 126 now. Each man has had a strong single leg position. Davis was able to turn his into 2 points. Darkus couldn't hold Davis in his. And that's the difference. Davis starting on top. Darkus is out. It's 3-2.
And the stand-up overhook faced out for the one. We got a 3-2 match at this point. A lot of wrestling left in this match.
There sure is. 3-2. Now Davis again in the single. Quickly. Whizzer by Darkus.
No points yet. No points. They're near the edge of the map. But notice the supporting parts of Davis is still in, so wrestling continues as long as he's got an opportunity to score.
Darkus just got that whizzer home, I'll tell you, or it was 2 for Barry.
Notice him warding it off, blocking off on the head. He did a good job of counter wrestling. Both boys have done some super counter wrestling on some initial moves by their opponents.
It's 3-2 in favor of Barry Davis on the left. They're out very close to the edge. The referee is Don Miller. The assistant referee here is Bob Siddons. They came on informally and took over for the scheduled referee tonight at the last minute.
Darkus is letting Davis in there a little bit around that body. Gets in there too tight. He may score the takedown.
You're watching Iowa and Iowa State on Iowa Public Television. I'm Doug Brown with Dave Hardy and Chuck Patton from Hilton Coliseum in Ames. This is the final period of this 126-pound match, and Davis is putting on the pressure, leading 3-2.
We could get a stalling call here pretty quick. There it is.
And that's a warning against Darkus. That should be a point, a penalty.
He had been warned previously. It's a penalty point. He was backing out of there. Now Davis comes right back in, picks up the single, hits a flip, puts him to the mat for 2. Intentional release for a 1-point escape.
A third period flurry by Davis. He's really come on strong at the end of this match. There are only 10 seconds left, and it looks like Darkus is going to have to wait till next time.
It sure appears that way. This will be 5 in a row for Davis.
No riding time, but a big win for Barry Davis. And Iowa takes the lead in the meet 5-2.
Good match, gentlemen. Very good match.
Barry Davis wins it 6-2. He got a couple of takedowns, and again, that was the difference. That was all the difference, in fact.
Here we see right here. It goes in there deep, gets behind that knee, gets a pick. Notice how he picks it way up, gets him off his legs, controls it, comes down for the 2-point takedown. Executed the way it's supposed to be.